is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Well, hello, shitheads! I'm so glad you're here. And let me just say, Hannibal and Monty will be with you in just a bit. So, it's really important that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, look out for plunger points. And if you really like them, cast a couple dollars their way, because this shit ain't cheap. I'm just saying. Enjoy, and thank you for being here.
Powers combined, I am Captain Planet!
Remember, turn off the faucet between usages and recycle those plastics, or else I'll turn you into a fucking tree. 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 Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Captain Planet, motherfucker. Captain Planet, motherfucker. Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet side. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help him put us under. That guy's like to put thunder.
I'll turn you into a fucking tree. 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 Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Captain Planet, motherfucker. Captain Planet, motherfucker. Captain Planet, motherfucker.
How about it? You wanna be a tree? You got tree envy, bitch? I'll turn you into a fucking tree. Captain Planet, motherfucker. I'll turn you into a fucking tree. Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Captain Planet, motherfucker. Captain Planet, motherfucker. Captain Planet, motherfucker.
Saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet side. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help him put us under. That guy's like to put thunder.
I'll turn you into a fucking tree. Captain Planet, motherfucker.
The power is yours!
Not believe in putting real effort in. The only two people that I will vouch for, Hannibal and Monty.
Bridge to Captain Picard.
Go ahead.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Mr. Data, put Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio.
Aye, sir.
Stan is not a great Eminem song. No, I did not say Stan is not a great Eminem song. What did you say?
What happens when a masked producer and a headphone-wearing comic book artist get together to talk music shit, comic book shit, and political shit on the internet? Monty. Hannibal the beat animal. Hannibal and Monty shit show. Holy shit. My name gets to be in the title this time. Hannibal and Monty shit show. Why is my name second? What kind of shit is this? Hannibal and Monty shit show! Let's talk some shit.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Yeah, like I was trying to tell you last week, one of the things that's been bugging me is whatever happened to
Hannibal and Monty shit show. I love it. Yeah. No, keep it loud, Zoe. I don't even want to hear what Monty is saying right now. I don't want to hear no words from Monty. I just want to hear theme music right now. And we are live. Are we live, Monty?
We are live as fuck.
That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to Hannibal and Monty shit show. I am Hannibal to be the animal.
And I'm Monty.
Huh? I can't hear nothing you saying. And this is episode 248. Maybe an episode about
My weakness, it's small knives.
Or
that's what my mom is always saying. I just never actually believed it.
There you go.
It is interesting how like a tiny edit like that can change the entire texture of that scene.
Yes.
So my weakness is small knives. My mom always told me that shit, and I never believed it. That's not how that played out at all.
No, it's not. It's two completely different Spider-Man movies.
That is hilarious. Good stuff.
Yeah, and we came comic ready tonight. Notice I'm wearing my free comic book day shirt that you can only get by ordering it through a comic shop, but I wouldn't know that because I don't read comics. So.
Yeah. And I am wearing some anime shirt, and anime comes from manga, which is kind of a comic book. See? See, it's all connected. It's all connected.
It's all connected.
See,
and this is a new 52 free comic book day shirt. But nice. I wouldn't know that either. I don't even know what the new 52 is because I don't read comic books.
The idea that Eric July's audience was like, these guys don't even read comic books is objectively hilarious. That shit is as funny as somebody being like, man, you know who was drinking and driving last night? Hannibal. Like,
yes. It was like,
you know who was drinking and driving with his face exposed? Hannibal. Like, shut up. That's like me saying, man, you know who I seen making out with black women the other night? Also, I gotta do this real fast. Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for Sydney, because today is Sydney's birthday. Pin. Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for Sydney's birthday.
All right. Hey, we're kind of ghetto rigged tonight. So.
You know what? I like it. Zoe, go back to the big screen, big face screen just now that you had in between. Yeah, there you go. I like it.
You like that?
I do. I like being able to see how smooth my skin is.
All right.
Yeah. I just listen. All I use is just juices and berries. You know, which is a reference to Coming to America, which I have been told is not a black movie.
It won't work. It won't work. Never mind. Don't do it.
No, I'll get the other mask. You want me to get the other mask?
No, this won't work. I was gonna have two Hannibals on the screen, but it won't work. My green screen.
Yeah, it's not. You can't even see it.
Yeah.
And it's so good. It's so awesome.
But look, there's a preview of some Hannibal art that I'm working on.
Yeah. It is Sydney's birthday, y'all. So everybody in the chat drop some cake emojis and some candle emojis.
Hang on, that's probably my mic. Keep going, Hannibal.
Yeah. So everybody in the chat, make sure you drop some cake emojis and some candle emojis for Sydney for her birthday. Thank you, Sydney. Sydney's always been awesome to us, and we want to make sure we're back at Sydney. Look at all the celebration emojis.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna copy. I'm gonna copy and paste these cake emojis. I see you fit and curvy hanging out with us.
Yeah. Hey y'all, do that confetti shit that you can do on phones. But it doesn't show up on the YouTube.
It is not letting me copy and paste You see, you get cupcakes. Okay, I'll take. Listen, all of that.
Yeah.
Yes. So, previously on Hannibal and Monty shit show.
Oh, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what are we doing? Like,
can we just get right into it, or do we have to do the first stuff first?
No, we can get into it. But I was just gonna say, just so y'all know, like this episode, maybe another, we're gonna fall back a bit and take a break. We'll still be posting content and shit, but the show will be a break. We're kind of approaching the finale of season 1. Season 2 will start. So
yeah, we're getting after 250 episodes. Hannibal and Monty are like, you know what? We are going to take a small break and get some things squared away, and then come back, more dynamic than ever.
Yeah, we're gonna fix all this bullshit that keeps happening to us.
Yeah, we're gonna work out all the details. Now, first thing first, I want to start with the last show that we did, the last actual episode of Hannibal and Monty's show that we did. Zoe, in the files folder, in the Eric July folder, there's a video labeled RippaVerse tweet. All right, load that up. Don't play it yet, Zoe. Don't play it yet. I wanna set this up first. Okay. So.
How's my volume?
Say I love white women.
I love white women.
Yeah, I heard you just fine.
Okay. So y'all let me know.
All right. So a couple weeks ago, Monty and I were featured guests on one of our favorite shows, Drunken Peasants. Zoe, drop on the clues bombs for Ben Pye and Bill Fridge. Yeah. There we go. And also, Zoe, I hope you got that Stay Woke soundbite ready. Do you got it ready?
She doesn't have that one ready.
She didn't have that ready. Well, get it ready, because every time I say something is woke, Zoe, you got to play the Stay Woke.
Well,
it's in the.
She can't get it ready right now because we're on StreamYard, and there was a bit of a process.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So no Stay Woke tonight.
We can't stay woke tonight.
Oh, God damn it. That was going to be such a... Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's fine. I'll do it in post. Do it in post.
Yeah,
anyway.
They're going to find you.
So Monty and I were featured guests on the Drunken Peasants podcast. And while we were on the Drunken Peasants podcast, Ben Pye and Young Bill Fridge decided to show us a video from a comic book content creator by the name of Eric July. Now, I didn't know who Eric July was at the time. Monty knew who he was, and Monty proceeded to call this man a bitch multiple. Yeah. What Monty said was,
no, I didn't call him a bitch.
Like
I
a
said
bitch,
he's acting like a bitch.
Okay, you said if he looks like a bitch, if he acts like a bitch, if he walks like a bitch, and he smells like a bitch, then he's probably a bitch. That's what you said.
Yeah, he might be a bitch.
You might be a bitch, right?
Like Jeff Foxworthy said that you were a redneck. He said you might just be a redneck.
You might just be a redneck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I understand the distinction, and I won't push back. Yeah. Okay. Fair. So as we were talking about, so then after that, we so what we did was they took like a community of his fans on Twitter, took that video of us talking on Drunken Peasants, and they proceeded to respond to us with a bunch of vitriolic tweets.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Just
so after that, I posed the idea.
My feelings are still hurt from some of that.
Wait, what'd you say,
Deeply hurt. I'm deeply hurt. You can't hear me? My feelings are still hurt from some of that. How's that? Is that better?
I can confirm with y'all that Monty does not have human emotions. He doesn't feel bad about that.
Oh, I feel terrible.
That shit at all. The last show we did, I made a joke about. Wait. I made a joke. Okay, there we go. I had to make sure. Did you catch it? Okay.
No,
I made a joke. We need the
ding
sound every time I wink, right?
Oh, yeah. You made a joke.
I made a joke about I didn't want to Yeah, I made a joke about sharing a free copy of this man's comic book online. And his fans felt away about it.
People could have tried to do that, and I don't know what would have happened if they tried to get it from you.
Yeah, people could have tried to email us at readtomemonty@gmail.com and says, hey, I'd like a free copy of that Eric July comic book, right? And maybe thought they were going to get a copy of it emailed to them in PDF form for free. That's probably what they would have thought, right?
That's what they
would. But I mean, our fans know when I'm saying things in jest, right? Right? Okay, so there you go. Man, something is in my eye, Monty. I don't know what it is. It is. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's in both.
So, to our lovely producer Zoe, can you click on the RippaVerse tweet? This is what was said that they clipped out and shared on Twitter.
Okay.
Let's see. It's graphic
what is
novel.
95?
95-page graphic novel.
Me and Doug got 145, bro.
Yeah. It's 95 pages. It's $35 before shipping and handling. So in order to get this man's comic book, we were gonna have to spend $45 so we could read this man's comic to see if it's even. Because look, we could easily read the book and be like, you know what, this book is objectively amazing, right? But the book is $35, and I don't want to spend $35 on a book that might be trash. And I was like, damn. And how about I just pirate that bitch like I already have and then send it to you so we can read that shit on the next show. There we go.
Shit.
There's that nigga's whole comic.
Just like that. Just on live YouTube. You gonna say pirated the fuck out of it.
Oh, listen, you can call me Captain Jack Sparrow in this motherfucker, okay?
That's fucking illegal.
Yeah. You got to buy it just like
$35. What is up with my eyes?
Is something in my
that shit over the internet?
It must be. You know what it is, Monty? It's all the fat floating around.
So it's all this fat.
Facts. You know that clip they used for, I don't know why they used it, because the guy going, that's illegal. Sounds like the guy, like you're hanging out with your friend at the movies and you're like, hey, let's just go slip into this other one. That's illegal.
Look, Fit and Curvy says, as your lawyer, who do I need to fight? I double as a bodyguard. No one hurts Monty's feelings if I'm around. Thank you,
Fit.
Thank you, Fit and Curvy. Thank you. Because Monty needs all of the help to protect his feelings as possible. Now, just like last time, Eric July's audience had a lot to say. So, y'all lovely producers, let's go through some of these tweets. Let's see what they had to say about us. Listen, there's 12 tweets, Zoe. Just click. Let's go to do it.
All right. She's about to pull them up.
Yeah, just click tweet one. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's see what they had to say. I haven't read all of these. I screenshotted them and just okay.
How's that? Did it go up or down?
Monty, fix your audio. Yep, that's that. Let's see. This one says, masked man refuses to pay $35 for a comic book and decides to publicly admit to violating federal copyright law and encourages others to do the same. Hey, nigga, didn't you see me wink? Okay? Didn't you the wink is an international sign of jest, right?
Yeah. The wink is, I didn't do that.
American Nightmare says,
how about y'all? Is my audio better?
It sounds fine to me on my end. Nightmare says, I'm gonna go yell at Eric July right now. Be right back.
You let him know, Nightmare.
Also, Hypothesis said, did you check out the shit I just sent? I will check it out shortly. Yeah. So yeah, they okay, there we go. Zoe, go to the next tweet.
Oh, what is that?
It says
another or support black creators financially. Commit a crime like every black stereotype you can think of. Why is that in quotes?
Don't buy a book or support a black creator financially. Commit a crime like every black stereotype you could think of. You know what's funny about that? Is that y'all are talking about perpetuating black stereotypes on Eric July's page. Like, y'all know he black too, right?
Yeah, but no, before we get to that, why is that in quotes? Who said that?
Nobody, I don't know.
Did that Pony say? Is that what, did you used to watch My Little Pony? Is that something that Pony said? You know that Pony's name? Is that something she said?
I mean, look, that does. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, that does look like a racist pony. All right. How many black men have ridden that pony? Okay, not a lot. I bet you.
I don't even know his name. I wrote it once.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Go to the next. Go to the next one, Zoe. Let's see what we got. This person says they know Eric doesn't believe in lawsuits, so they feel emboldened to rip him off and tell the entire world about it. Pathetic.
Wait. Hang on. We know that already?
I listen. I did not know that Eric July does not believe in lawsuits. So that is hilarious. That is. I did not know that. Okay. So I was winking for nothing, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it. How do you not believe in lawsuits? That's like saying I don't believe in toasters.
Yeah, it's always weird to me when people say shit like that. They say shit like, "Oh, I don't believe in tipping." I'm like, "No, tipping exists. You just don't do it."
Yeah. Just say I don't tip.
Yeah, just like
if you don't believe in tipping, then we got to talk. You got a problem, bro.
Nightmare says, "I have a strong feeling that Eric July is gonna block me." Also, Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for Alan Reyes hanging out with us in the chat. What's up, Alan Reyes?
What's up, Alan?
It's coming.
Yeah, it's a little slower now. Trust it. You know you get on your last couple. Think back to school. The last couple of days of school. This shit just doesn't want to work right. You don't work right because you're about to take your summer break and then you're back on it. So that's what's happening.
Let's see. With this person, Ben DeGoro says, I follow Rippa for his political view. When he built RippaVerse, I didn't support it because I don't care for Western comic. Till this day, never knew the story of Isom. Why the masked guy so proud pirating it? First off, Ben DeGoro,
you go first.
You do English good.
Yeah, learn 2 words, Ben.
You do good English. Okay, that's I have no other words to say about that. I follow Rippa for his political view. When he built RippaVerse, I didn't support it because I don't care for Western comic. He says I only like to read manga and hentai. I don't believe in that American shit. If there's not a Kraken having sex with 18 bitches at once, I'm not into it. Gotcha. Good to know. Wouldn't you like to know? Says, wow, what a cheap loser.
Correction. What a cheap thief.
Aha! Where's the spoon? Go to the next one, Zoe. Let's see what we got. This says, son of a bitch gives us masked gentlemen a bad name. I spit in his general direction. First off, if you really a masked enthusiast, you would know you can't spit in these motherfuckers. That shit just blows right back on you.
No, he would also know if he was a mask enthusiast that having the mask over your lens like that will fog up your fucking glasses, you dumb fuck.
That's not the way you do it. You're masking wrong. But
he doesn't even mask.
You know what though? I do appreciate his Dark Man cosplay right now. I'm not mad at that.
But he got it wrong. Dark Man had a white white wrapping, but I wouldn't know because I don't follow anything nerd culture.
That's right. You don't. Man, you remember that scene in the movie where they had like the little bird that was like bouncing back and forth in the water, but it was like if it got too low, it hit the button, it would blow everything up. You remember the little bird?
No, I think you're talking about a sing-along, Hannibal.
No, I'm not talking. Oh, fuck you. God damn it. Anyway, Damon Valdez says this black masks says it makes no sense. I feel you. I feel you completely. I almost had a stroke reading that sentence, but I feel you. This black masks says it's make no sense. Yep. For sure. He right.
You know what? It does make no sense.
Listen, Damon put me in my place, bro. I think maybe. I'm not sure who that was aimed at. Go to the next one. So. Haven't July and all his friends basically advocated for pirating Marvel and Disney books in the past? Marvel and DC books in the past? Kind of hypocritical to say it's fine for their books, but not his. Drop one of Clue's bombs for this nigga Zoe. Yes.
Tired. Give her time. Give her time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tired.
Drop
like
one of
you.
that's right. That's right.
I like you, Tired.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Rotten Ralph says that was the Shadow cosplay.
Yeah.
Not Dark Man.
Thank you, Rotten Ralph.
Okay. All right, go to the next one, Zoe. Somebody needs Ann stomping in Minecraft for that shit.
What? It's
Listen here, Jesse S663992228. Drop one of Clues bombs for Jesse making his Twitter handle his social security number. Okay. No, nobody will ever hack my shit.
Okay.
Somebody needs and stomping in Minecraft.
It's Minecraft, you dumb fuck. Am I gonna call all these people dumb fucks?
No, listen. I don't think he's a dumb
Twitter
fuck.
When,
all right.
when we respond to them and they call us stupid.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
What's up, Crimson? We see you hanging out with us in the chat. American Nightmare says I sent him his comic for free, and I was going to use it as toilet tissue. Yeah, you know what, Zoe? Give American Nightmare 100 plunger points, please.
There you go.
Yes.
You
Well, listen, there's no get the plunger right now, but just know.
No,
wait.
It won't play.
There is get the plunger. Okay.
Yeah, it won't play.
Okay. Tell me if I need to say it again.
No, it won't play. It just won't.
Oh, it won't play. Okay. All right. Well, let's go to the next tweet.
All right.
Let's see what else we got.
Here we go.
And look, this is like just a handful of the like 40 or 50 tweets about us. So we got.
Wow.
I would know. You know what, Monty? You read this one. You read it.
Mask Guy says, I won't pay $35 for his comic, but boy, oh boy, I can't wait to pre-order a limited 9th variant cover of a yet-to-be-released comic that costs $80, with half the book being ads. Oh, it's going to be late by at least 2 years? Oh, boy.
Like, that doesn't sound like me, man. That doesn't.
Not at all. Hannibal doesn't buy comics like that either. Hannibal probably doesn't even know how variant prices work. And I don't think Hannibal will buy a comic just for a variant cover when he could just download the graphic and put it on his fucking phone.
Listen, I have a whole bunch of number ones in my other room right now. Matter of fact, after I went and saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and they introduced Spider-Man 2099, I showed my girlfriend that I have Spider-Man 2099 issue number 1. Yep. I bought it when it first came out, along with Ravage 2099, X-Men 2099, and a whole bunch of those 2099 series that Marvel very briefly did before they jumped into the Ultimate Universe. Don't talk to me about spending money on fucking comic books. I have spent way too much time, money on comic books that went on to be nothing. I have the first issue of Fantastic Force. Okay? Not the Fantastic Four, Fantastic Force. You know, because they mixed the Fantastic Four with X-Force to make Fantastic Force. It was terrible, and I have it. So don't talk to me about, you know what, I'm getting too hot. I'm not letting Wayne Doo-Wops 32 get me under get me all upset. Nah, I refuse to.
Don't do it.
Won't shut it. Won't shoot it. Says, if it's expensive, why don't you take the time and go to your comic book store and take a look at it? Oh wait, you don't even go to comic book stores to begin with.
Oh wait. It's not in comic book stores because it's not in fucking previews. That's what comic book stores are in their books from.
Right. Like, listen, if
you don't go to comic book stores because you don't fucking know that shit. Sit the fuck down.
If I was in a comic book store and I saw Isom #1, right, and I'm like, man, look at this guy who kind of looks like me on this cover. You know, a masculine black man with 2% body fat, right, wearing a lot of spandex. Like, I identify with that heavily, and I was like, yeah, let me check this shit out. And if I would have read that shit, if I'd have scanned through that shit, I'd have been like, no, pass, right? Yeah. Like if you gave me the opportunity to preview it, I'd be like, cool. You know, like, look, I'm not a part of the Eric July fan club, so I'm not just gonna automatically buy everything that he puts out just because. And let's talk about the amount of comic book Eric Rippa fans, Eric July fans that bought this book that don't read comics, right? Y'all don't, like, didn't somebody say a couple pages ago, they don't read comics, they just support Eric July for his political points of view.
He said that he doesn't read Western comic.
He does, yeah, right. He only reads hentai, right? That was the guy that only likes watching octopi have sex with women.
Yeah, yeah. Tentacle porn is what we call it.
Oh yeah. That we did used to call it the blue girl. Yeah. Okay, go to the next one, Zoe. Let's see what we got. Won't shoot it. Kai Shadow says, you always had to buy something to see if it was good unless it came with a free trial. But because it's Rippa making the comic, all of a sudden that's an issue. First off, wait. No, wait. Yes, Monty, you can take this, but I gotta say this real fast. Right. I'm not cool with y'all calling this nigga Rippa. Okay, the nigga name is Eric. Okay, call him Eric.
The boy mama named him Eric. I'm gonna call him Eric.
Exactly. There you go. Go ahead. Monty, what were you about to say, sir?
All right. First off, y'all need to stop sharing that brain cell because you're not using it right because you're not keeping your story straight. Last person said that you didn't have to buy it to see if it was good. All you had to do was go to the local comic shop and flip through it and read it there and see if you like it. If you like it, you go, here's my money for something I already read. Mm-hmm. And then because Rippa is making a comic, all of a sudden that's an issue. No, bitch. We didn't know who Rippa was, or we didn't know who Eric was. I did. I didn't know the nigga was making a comic.
I didn't know who he was at all. I had to Google him after that. I was like, man, he's got a lot of fans. He's got a weird community of fans behind him. I want to find out more about this guy. Yeah. And when I saw he was a contributor for the Blaze TV, it's like, understand, y'all, the Blaze only hires black people to shit on other black people. Yeah. Right? That's all the Blaze, like, when they hire, it's kind of like when Charlie Kirk hired Candace Owens to work for Turning Point USA. They was like, hey man, we need you to say our shit, but it need to come out your mouth. Yeah. Right? And they pay very well to be black and do that. They pay very well to do that.
Yes, it's good money. No, it's not good money. I need a different phrase for it. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. There you go. Yeah. It's not good money, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Go to the next page, Zoe. Let's see. Go to the next tweet. Let's see what we got. They probably make money from their content, yet too damn cheap to spend $35. If it was a pair of Adidas, they would be on that in a heartbeat.
Wait. Gotcha, bitch. I don't wear shoes. Gotcha,
bitch. If it was a pair of Adidas, first off, the idea that you think Cloud Sky Comics, that all black people wear Adidas, is hilarious.
Your racism is showing.
Right. Second, you think Adidas costs $35? That is
Look, I don't even wear shoes and I know they cost more.
That man thinks that everything costs the same as New Balance, bro.
Look, I'm about to give me a pair of rugged Outbacks for $35. What you talking about?
Oh my God! Listen, I'm gonna clip out us. I'm gonna clip out our responses to these tweets, and I'm gonna tag each person in our responses on Twitter. Hilarious. They probably make money from their content, yet too damn cheap to spend $35. First off, $35 plus the shipping and handling, so it's $45, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna spend $50 on a comic book, right, on a graphic novel, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. And look, we're gonna get to if it's good or not in a second. I'm gonna save that. Wait, do we got any more tweets, Zoe? Is that it?
Let's see. Just check.
It says, nice mask, so edgy. Thank you. Thank you. Monty made my mask. And it is. It's
a very nice mask.
It's pretty fantastic. I appreciate the compliment, Super Kate. Super Katie. Let me tell you something about the name Caitlin. If I ever go into a crowd of white people and just say, hey, Caitlin, like at least 5 bitches turn around. Every time. At least 5. It is generic white people name number 1. Caitlin.
It is.
You can just yell it out and just you know what I'm finding? Emily is up there too though.
Yeah. How do you think
Emily.
That's how I get dates sometimes. I go into a crowd and scream, Kate, hey Kate.
Yeah. Kate, Emily. Emma is another one. I've never met. Have you ever met a black Emma before, Monty?
My grandma.
Really?
Yeah.
Now wait, is it just Emma by itself, or is it
Emily.
like
Emily? My grandmother is Emily.
Oh no, there's black Emilys out there, but is there a black Emma?
I don't know about a black Emma.
Okay, I'm curious.
Emma, Zoe? No.
I'm curious. Monty. I'm asking Monty, Zoe, and everybody in the chat real quick. What's the blackest name you ever caught a white person with? What's the blackest name you ever? I used to work with this woman named Santonia. White. I gotta stop using her real name. Santonia. Okay.
I met a white Latasha.
Okay, a white Latasha. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how does she spell it?
It's Latasha.
Okay, all right. Yeah, she spelled it the black way. Okay, all right. So ask Zoe, what's the blackest name she's ever seen a white person with?
You got one?
Everybody in the chat too. Whoever has the best name will get 50 plunger points. We already gave American Nightmare 100. I'll give 50 to whoever's what's the best black name you've ever seen for a white person that you've experienced in your lifetime. Real quick. Give y'all 60 seconds and we'll move on. And then I'll read the next tweet while we're at it.
Yeah.
This person says, yes, you have to buy a book first before you can read it and then decide whether it is amazing. No, that's how libraries exist, nigga. That's not how that works at all. It says that's how it has always worked. Nope, that's not. It says this can only be surprising to a person who has never read a book before.
Oh my God. We've never read a comic or a book before.
He said, I've never read any books at all. I got 2 degrees in 3 years. One of them was an English major. Okay, I read plenty of books. 2A James, wrong again. You're wrong about the Second Amendment and you're wrong about this. You like the opposite of that DJ Khaled song. All you do is lose no matter what.
All I do is lose.
Let's see.
We got another one. Is there more?
No, I don't see no other. Is it Token Black Man says Courtney is probably the blackest name I've ever known a white person to have. Okay, I met a white Byron one time. That caught me off guard.
Wait, no, I think there's a couple more.
Let's see. Petty Patty says I don't know if this is the best or worst. Kiana for a big ass white dude that was at Sturgis 2 years ago. It took all I had not to laugh my ass off. Yeah, if I met a white man named Kiana. Oh yeah, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Kiana sounds like she was one of the original members of Destiny's Child.
For a troll, Petty Patty, that's pretty funny.
listen, like Beyonce, Kelly, Latavia, and Kiana. That sound like, you would believe that he was in Destiny's Child.
Say my name, say my name.
That was exactly the song I was thinking about too. Monty, look at you, man. Listen, it's not often Monty and I are on the same page. I like that. Rotten Ralph said Byron, like Lord Byron. No, Byron like Byron Jamal, like Byron. Like, listen, and then when I met him, he said, I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. He said, you was expecting a black dude, was he? I said, I was. He said, man, I've been getting that my whole life. When he says, people will call Byron, I'll raise my hand, and they'll just be like, no. I said Byron, not Brian. He said, no, I know, my name is Byron.
Yeah, and then you got Craig and Craig.
Yeah, but that's like Craig, like that rhymes with egg. That's the white guy's name.
Yeah,
Craig.
Yeah,
that's the black dude name.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah, that's the black dude.
Go to the next. Go to the next tweet, Zoe. Let's see what we got. Man, damn, we got a bunch of these shits. This is, it's a little pricey, but at the same time, it's not unreasonably expensive, and
yes,
ultimately,
the fuck it is.
And ultimately, no one is forced to buy it. So being upset about the price is silly. That's weird. That's a weird tweet, right? Because Venture Trade Company, which is blue check certified, so I know it's the actual Venture Trade Company, and not like some guy that just, it's not like some douchebag that just gave Elon Musk $8 a month to be blue check certified.
It can't be
said he acknowledged that it is pricey, right? So you're gonna be like, well, it's stupid to complain about the price, but then you said that it was pricey. You acknowledged the issue, like you acknowledged the issue from jump. Like it $45, bro. I'm just like, his fans gave him over $1 million for that book, and he deserves all the credit and praise that he gets for that. Congratulations for pre-selling that many books, that many books at that dollar amount to get that much money. Like, kudos to you, Eric July. Right? Yeah. But let's not act like me overreacting to that shit being $45. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for an unproved. Like, this isn't written by Neil Gaiman, y'all, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like Stan Lee didn't write this motherfucker, okay? Monty didn't write this motherfucker. Speaking of which, while we're talking about comics, like, Eric July has his $45 comic. You know, and over the course of 95 pages, you might feel like it was a fantastic story. You might feel like nothing happened in those 95 pages. Well, if you click the very first link in the description below, we have a link to Monty's comic, Century, right? Yes, that is for free. And it accomplishes in 28 pages what Eric July's Isom didn't accomplish in 98 pages. So everybody today can click the very first link in the description below and get a free copy of Century.
And look, here's the shit. You can read the book, and if you don't like it, I'm not going to get butthurt and come at you. And I'm telling anybody that's a fan of mine, don't come at people if they got legit critiques about the book. I stand by it. I think it's good. So it is way, way better than Isom.
And Lawrence L.G. Gilmer says, it's always those types, ... You know the ones, ...
No,
right?
no, Lawrence. Which ones?
No, and then like the post right after that from RippaVerse, Rippa Gold Post was to a link to Chris Rock's comedy special about the difference between black people and niggas.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that better?
I don't know. Say it again.
Is that better?
Say it more niggerish though, Monty.
Hey, bro, my audio better?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it do be those types. Apparently he's right.
Yeah,
Lawrence L.G. Gilmer, has a point. All right, go to the next tweet, Zoe.
Yeah.
Let's see. This person says, I bet that masked man spent more than $35 on that absolutely ridiculous mask. Laughing face emoji, clown emoji. And then the very next comment says, first off, that mask is awesome.
I wonder who tweeted that.
Listen, what's funny about it is the last time I talked shit about Eric July, his audience was like, I ain't gonna lie, that mask is pretty fire.
Mm-hmm. Because it is.
That's okay. Look, listen, philosophy speak mostly peaceful is not a fan of the mask, Monty. What do you think? What
I thought that was Pinterest. Oh, so Philosophy Speak got fucked over on his logo because they just cut half the circle off of Pinterest logo. Sorry, Philosophy Speak, they ripped you off.
Yeah. Yes. What's up, the glare? The glare says my mask is awesome, and it is awesome. This is an awesome mask that my dad made for me. Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for our father making me this mask.
I'm not your dad.
And I'm not your son either. Now go to the next tweet, Zoe. What else we got? Is that it? Are we done? Is that all of
that's it. That's it.
Okay.
I like the one rib for the class act all the way.
I sure am hungry.
Yeah. How much for one rib?
Well, all right. So that being said, guys, we are going to review Isom number 1. Now, before we do Isom number 1, Zoe, can you play in the Eric July folder? There's a video labeled Isom number 1 trailer. Could you play that for us, Zoe?
Oh,
let's watch this first before we talk about the.
All right, here we go.
Perfect. Yeah. Play that video, Zoe. Let's watch this together as a family.
Okay.
I can't believe he's here, Monty.
Yeah. Somebody him up though, like that. Pause right the fuck there. Click it back just to right there. No, you had it. I want to point out something that I don't think anybody's seen in this RippaVerse logo.
Okay.
This terrible lineman, uncombed beard nigga, ripped off the Gargoyles logo.
Oh man, please tell me we can do a side by side of the RippaVerse logo, the RippaVerse font next to Gargoyles font.
Can you pull it up, Zoe?
Oh man, that is hilarious.
Yes, Rippa is appropriate.
Hilarious. Well, okay, all right. I understand where he gets Rippa from now. Okay,
yeah,
good to know. Wow.
Call me Goliath in this bitch right now.
Hilarious. You know what's funny about Gargoyles? Only Goliath had a name. All the rest of them was just like Gargoyle number 2, Gargoyle number 5, Saturday Gargoyle.
They did all have
Wednesday
names.
Gargoyle.
No, they
Garlic butter Gargoyle. Them niggas didn't have names. They just had descriptions.
Look, there you go. Gargoyles logo.
Ain't this some shit? Oh man, Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for Monty spotting the theft taking place. Wow. Well, if I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, then that motherfucker must be Blackbeard. Okay.
Look, just so y'all know, in the audience, not only am I a dope ass artist, but I also do graphic design. So I see that shit. So if you ever need me, hit me up.
Hilarious. Okay, go back to the RippaVerse. Let's watch the trailer for RippaVerse, and then let's get into our reviews. I can't wait to hear what Monty thought about the Kelly RippaVerse. Yeah, the white dude with cornrows.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isom issue number 1 is the first book released through RippaVerse Publishing, which makes it extremely significant. Though this is Isom's self-titled book, it also serves as a launching pad for our entire universe. This 96-pager was written by myself, Eric July. The pencil and ink work was done by the great Cliff Richards, and the color work was done by Gabe El Taib, 2 comic book veterans. This book is part 1 of the ill-advised arc, and it follows Avery Silman, who lives right outside of Flores Park, Texas, the place where he was born and raised. Now, Avery is what is known as an accept, which is what common folk in this area call special people. Years ago, shortly after he got his abilities, Avery decided to become a hero of sorts and adopted the moniker Isom. But a certain event had him come to the realization that this life wasn't for him. So now he lives on his own ranch outside of the big city. One day, Avery gets a call from his sister Altona. She wants him to visit his old buddy because a family friend that interned at her company, Projexis, has gone missing. That old friend is Darren Fontano, and apparently he has some connection to his family friend. Fontano has much changed since he was kicking it with Avery when they were, wee lads. Now he's a cold-blooded shot caller that isn't afraid to do what it takes to remain in his position as one of the most respected people in the city. This is a man that you do not want to cross. What was supposed to be a simple meetup with an old friend turns into the longest day of Avery's life. He runs into other accepts such as Santuan, Yaira, and the Alpha Court, and some of these altercations take a very violent turn considering his past with one of these characters. You can see why he tries to stay out of the city. Who is this family friend, and what is their connection with Darren Fontano? How does this meeting between him and Avery turn out, and does he get the information that Altona needs? How does this impact the psyche of Avery, who went from a hero to a now blue-collar civilian? These are all questions that will be answered in Isom issue number 1, which you can now pre-order at RippaVerse.com, along with some other limited edition merchandise items that will give you some more insight on the characters, such as
Earth, a place with
he ended his trailer on a cliffhanger, Monty. He ended the trailer on a cliffhanger.
Other planets throughout the cosmos, their subjects have needless squabbles. But from those conflicts, I've discovered some creatures that could be of great use to our efforts. I'm not quite ready for the selection, but after many patient years, I feel it is time for more thorough documentation. This city is where we begin.
I like that Documon is looking for documentation. Because in the RippaVerse, I bet he created documentation. Documon.
Is it unprofessional for me to get up and get another drink right now?
Dot Executable said none of the questions were answered. All those questions that he said. Not listen. Okay. Let's do it right now, Monty. Monty, what did you think of Isom number 1? What did you think of Isom, Monty?
Okay. I realized it was unprofessional to get up and get another drink mid-show. Zoe's taking care of that for me. I have some visual aids.
Malcolm, wait, real quick. Malcolm Little in the chat says Darkwing Duck is turning over in his pond about this shit.
Yes, he is. Yes. So,
oh my God, I'm choking on all this ridiculousness right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please continue, Monty.
I sat down and I didn't really first I didn't want to read it, but I used to believe it or not, you dumb fucks, I used to work in a comic shop, so I read a bunch of shit I didn't like. Turns out I got surprised by or shit I didn't want to read. Turns out I got surprised by a bunch of shit that I didn't want to read. I get to this book, another one that I didn't want to read, but apparently a lot of people read it and had some shit to say about it. What I learned while reading it is I don't believe any of these motherfuckers read that book.
What makes you say they didn't read this book? What makes you think they didn't read it?
I read this book, and never once did I have the excitement of seeing a blossoming new comic book universe starting, or any information about who the fuck Isom is.
Isom.
Isom. I got none of this shit. It was just I don't want to call it hot garbage.
Monty, you were being a hater, sir.
I said I don't want to call it hot garbage.
Okay. Then don't say it's hot garbage, Monty.
What I will call it is lukewarm leftovers about to go in the trash.
Okay. Lukewarm leftovers about to get thrown in the trash. Gotcha.
Yeah, because first, I read this book. I had no idea what the fuck's happening. And as good, look, I'm going to critique this. As good as the art is, the storytelling is horseshit. The visual storytelling is absolute horseshit. From motion to motion, I can't tell what the fuck's happening.
Monty!
The art is top notch though. The art is good. Storytelling, trash. Storytelling's flat out trash. And I don't know if I should blame the artist or the writer, because what's written in this book makes even less sense. The dialogue is just nobody talks like that. Nobody. And when they talk, like, why the fuck did his old friend snap like that on him to the point where people are shooting at him and trying to kill him? He's got to kill this nigga and throw him out the door to get out. And then randomly, as soon as he gets thrown out of the building, some crazy accept is waiting outside to whoop his ass for no good reason. No reason at all. No reason other than, oh, a nigga got thrown out of a building. I'm gonna whoop his ass. And apparently she's a villain, so she's not trying to save anybody. She must be racist. She saw a nigga get thrown out of a building and decided to whoop his ass.
Monty!
None of it makes any goddamn sense. I don't know what's happening. And then he goes to the hospital, comes the fuck out. Spoilers, sorry. Comes the fuck out and goes, this nigga hurt my feelings. That's the last thing you do. Fuck the mission I'm on. This is about me. I'm going to settle the score for me. Then I'll deal with the problem I got to deal with. What? Who is this fucking hero? This makes no sense. Nobody does this. Nobody does this. And he gets there, and his way, I only know this because I just watched that goddamn trailer. His way establishing that him and the Jolly Black Giant have any relationship beyond this is because apparently they must have fought once before this. Because he mentions it, and you think you got a problem in your mind with Matt. Because I only saw him fight him once. What are these other times? Oh, that's your way of telling us this history. You can't write Eric July because that's not the way to do that. All that did was leave me confused. Did I skip some pages? Did I miss some story? What the fuck is going on with this comic? And also, meanwhile, going through this, following the fucking fight, I can't tell what the fuck's going on. Did you just throw a thing that was never established in the shot at somebody? Where do we go? How do we time jump? How do we place jump? What the fuck? Whoever the artist is, you're good at what you do. What were you smoking when you drew this comic? Because you forgot to establish that these things exist in that place. So I know we're in the same area, and you just threw that at them. Or you threw them at those people. Now there's 5 people over there. There were 4 before. What the fuck are you doing? I can't tell what's going on. And then we go through all this shit. Reading Isom #1, where the cover features the white racist bitch that beat him the fuck up. Fighting Isom on the cover. She whoops his ass. We spend the whole time watching Isom get his ass whooped. talk to his sister in some unnatural language I've never heard human beings speak to each other. And he goes and sees his fucking seamstress at the end. And the last page of Isom, he walks out in the goddamn costume, book over, and then you keep reading as if you're still reading the story. And guess what? You're watching a band play. You think you're still reading Isom, but you're not. You follow it out, and it's a band that's superpowered, and you have no idea what the fuck their issue is because they're about to do some shit, and they're like, our lyrics were real. What the fuck were your lyrics? Who are you? How is it? This is a preview that makes no sense. At the end of a book that made no goddamn sense, there's fuck Isom number one. This is lukewarm food ready to go in the trash.
Damn. Okay, Monty. Tell us how you really feel, Monty. Copy link address and there you go. Oh damn! I accidentally put the link in the chat for everybody who wants to click on the comic.
Yeah,
you know what?
On the comic and then drop the link for Century. Why don't you read both of them?
Yeah. Read both. Read Isom and read Century. Let's read them both at the same time.
Yeah, the price of mine is free. You don't have to pay for it. Just click that link. Read it.
Yeah, but then you know what they're gonna say, Monty. But you know what they're gonna say, Monty. The reason it's free is because you have to give it away because it's garbage. That's what they're gonna say.
Oh no, I'm giving it away to prove a point. I drew that book so that I could charge money for it, but because this offended me so much, and people that haven't read it are saying it's great, I would like those people to see what at least a decent comic looks like.
Man,
this is not it.
Monty, you just went full on hateration just now. Monty started his day like he got on the treadmill, he worked out, he got all hot and sweaty and decided to wash it down with a nice big old glass of haterade.
Oh yeah, actual violence is more than
he needed to replace all his electrolytes of hating and just decided to just hate all on this comic. Monty, I am disappointed in you, sir.
Well,
so if you were giving this a grade like we do on the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List channel, right? On an A to F grading scale, what grade are you giving Isom number one?
D minus.
A D minus? You mean to tell me it's only a half step above Halle Berry's Catwoman, Monty? That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. Because here's the thing with Halle Berry's Catwoman. It's the same type of shit. Like, it looked pretty at times. Did not do the job at all and was confusing as fuck all the way through.
It was definitely horse shit. Listen, Halle Berry, that was not your best work. Okay. Matter of fact, it's probably your worst work. It might be. Yeah, it might be the worst thing you've ever.
Halle Berry. No offense to you, but I stopped thinking you were hot after that movie.
Damn. Is it because of the small Brazilian boy they had doing all of her moves as a stunt double? Is that what it was?
No, it's because I heard that she had some creative input on it.
Okay.
And yeah. Comic nerd aside, if you can contribute to something that bad, that takes hotness off. That kills some of the hotness. Sorry.
Look, you know what? I look, y'all. Go ahead, let's go ahead and get ready now, because Monty and I are gonna fight on this one, y'all. I read Isom number one from Eric July, and let me tell y'all, it is incredible. It is such. Yeah, it is. Listen, let me tell you why. Hold on, I didn't interrupt you. I let you say everything you needed to say.
I'm saying go. I'm not interrupting. Go.
Okay, all right. Listen.
I want to hear this. I want to hear.
Eric July's Isom number one, the first entry into the RippaVerse, is a fantastically diverse and inclusive woke comic book. It is probably one of the most woke, diverse, open-minded, politically, Eric July, listen, I had no idea. I didn't know what I was going into reading this comic book. I had no idea your shit was so woke, man. Listen, Zoe, I got a bunch of proof, okay? like in the folder with all the Eric July stuff, you're gonna see proof of woke diversity. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you when to play them. All right, I'm gonna just tell you when to pull them up. All right, first off, let's do this shit. All right, first off, it opens with commentary. The book opens with commentary about how crooked politicians take advantage of public funding, how the former governor Schrack was using funds that belonged to the South Side, okay, which the black side of town, right? And after the funds were reallocated, crime went down, okay? It opens with political commentary about crooked politicians, right? Okay? Then the Alpha Core is a multiracial task force, okay? So our lovely producer Zoe, can you pull up, where's it at? Proof of woke to more diversity. Proof of woke to more diversity.
More diversity.
Yes, it is. It's such a woke comic.
There it is.
Okay, I think the more woke it was, the more I liked it.
Proof of woke 2, Electric Boogaloo, huh?
Yeah, proof of woke too. Yes, it is a very woke and diverse comic.
Okay.
I all this time I thought his friend. Look at these guys. Okay. Braxwell is clearly your white. Okay, but as you can tell by his stance, even though Braxwell is a white, he is not in charge. Who's in charge? Brian Solari is in charge. An Argentinian Italian is in charge of this group. Okay? And his second in command, Ingrid Valdez. Okay?
Oh.
This man has a Guatemalan immigrant as his number 2 in command. Okay? It is so woke. And I love that Eric
number 2 in command. I think that's his number 2 in the sheets.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. It is very woke, it is very diverse, and I appreciate all of this inclusivity into Eric July's comic book. There's a line in here where one of the when the bad guy tells Avery, aka Isom, he says, "You had both of your parents around, a good household. You were set up for success." That line is destroying the narratives that perpetuate negative stereotypes about black people coming from single parent homes. Oh, thank you, Eric July. Okay, listen. Eric, like Isom, aka Avery, has a business that he runs with a white guy, his white best friend named Sam. When his white business partner, Sam, needs some extra help, right? It was a black guy and a white guy. And when Sam, his white business partner, needed some extra help, the lazy white wanted to go and watch the game in the city, while the black man stayed and helped the company improve their bottom line. So he dropped one of the clues behind for that shit, okay? Woke. The comic is woke. He has commentary in here about hospitals creating DNA registries. He's got lines of dialogue in here about black people being fearful of getting law enforcement involved. The sister Altona says to Avery, "Absolutely not. I'll take your initial advice and call the law," which I'll come back to that line in a second. And then Avery says, "Nah, considering how he reacted when I asked him, there's something to this. Police might make it worse. I'll be careful and I'll keep you posted." Okay? They're letting you know that because they are black, they have to be fearful of law enforcement. He kept that real nigga shit in this comic, okay? It is woke, okay? And they also give out equal opportunity ass whoopings in this book. To our lovely producer Zoe, click Proof of Woke 5, okay? Yes, click Proof of Woke 5, Zoe.
Okay, Proof of Woke 5. Here we
go. Listen, it's so woke, it's so diverse. All right, it's so inclusive. Eric July, a man with a beard as powerful as James Harden's. I had no idea. I had no idea you were so woke, sir. I had no idea. Okay, Ron DeSantis would hate your guts. Okay. Listen, look at this panel. He says he walks into the club, he ready to fight. And he says, "Ladies, I suggest you take this opportunity to leave. I ain't sparing anybody that's crazy enough to jump in this." Okay? He is listen, he is letting you know he is not a misogynist. If anything, he is an ally for women's rights and apparently lefts. Okay, you catch these rights and these lefts from Avery. Okay, equal opportunity ass whoopers. That's something that you only get, you know, when you read. Yeah, there you go. Also, hold on, let me keep going. It says it discusses black people not being a monolith in riveting dialogue like this. It says, if you're special, they call you an except. You and I, right? That's a generalization. We differ in many ways, different paths to being what we are, a scale. And this is why I am not fond of the term excerpt. And Avery, aka Isom, says it's just a term that people use to identify and it caught on, and here we are. They are letting you know, they like, listen, Eric July is telling you, stop saying that because LeBron James and Oprah made it, that racism is solved. Bravo, Mr. July. Bravo. Bravo. Okay. More social commentary about how law enforcement disproportionately harasses black and brown communities. Hold up. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Okay. Listen. Okay. Don't listen to Monty hating ass. Listen to Hannibal. Okay. That's why it's my hashtag. All right. Zoe, which tweet is it? Proof of woke 4, Zoe. Right? More social commentary about how law enforcement disproportionately harasses black and brown communities in America. Avery, a black man wearing a hoodie is immediately treated as a villain when seen by police officers. They never assess the situation like the cops do. When it's a black man involved, they immediately demanded he get on the ground. Am I wrong? Am I saying anything false? Okay, no, look at the panel. Look at the panel.
Yeah, they did. They did. And after that, I like how after that accident, he has one Band-Aid on his face. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and to our lovely producer Zoe, go ahead and click proof of woke 6. All right, just go ahead and throw that up right there. Right? Like I said, the social commentary about how law enforcement disproportionately harasses black and brown communities in America. Avery, a black man wearing a hoodie, is immediately treated as a villain by police officers. They never assess the situation like cops do when there's black men involved, and they immediately demanded that he get on the ground. Right? Yeah. That's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, okay, good. The next panel is up. And from there, Avery had to evade the cops by running faster than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look in the sky, Monty. Look in the sky, Monty. Okay? It's a bird. No, it's a plane. It's super nigga. There he is. Eric July. I give the comic a B+, okay? It is so woke.
A B+.
It's so woke, it's so diverse and inclusive. It is such a good book. It is. It is such a good book. Yeah. All right? Listen, the reason it got a B+ and not an A is when my only complaint about Isom number 1 is when they wrote this comic book, I just wish they would have had somebody black in the room for when they was writing the dialogue for black characters. That's my only complaint about it. I wish they had at least one black person in the room while they was writing this book to make sure that they got the dialogue right. That's all. That's my only complaint. It's my only complaint about the book is that it's not right. Like when asked about Jasmine's disappearance, Avery responded, "What that got to do with me?" Like that's not who. Bro. He constantly tells people in the book they should call the law, as opposed to the AAVE approved sayings such as 12 or 50. All right, black people don't be like call a law. Monty, have you ever told somebody to call the law?
No, I've never told anybody.
Token black man, E Green. Have y'all ever told, like live action animation, Malcolm Little, have you ever told a black man or another black person to call the law?
Let's add to it so we have balance in it. Wait, where is he? Is what's his face? LeGlaire, is he still here? Have you ever told anybody to call the law? Let's ask the white man.
Is like there's a conversation with his sister Altona, right? Which is just a weird. I'm not saying that it's not a black name. It's just a strange. You could have named her Keisha, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But he's like, look, it like that. There's a line of dialogue. It goes, look, if her mother hadn't asked me to get involved, I wouldn't. You're in the boonies, so you're out of the loop. He's your old homie. Just see what he knows.
What?
Like you live out in the boonies and you need to talk to your old homie. What? Who? Yeah. That's not how black people talk.
No. I've never been like. No, I can't say names. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, all right. Listen, and look, token black man says begrudgingly, yes, he has told people to call the law before. Okay. So look, listen, we at least got one other black that has said this before. Okay.
There we go. All right.
When Avery gets to Club Merc, that's the bad guy's secret lair, you see.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking that when they went to go name the evil lair was taken already, so they decided to call it Club Merc instead, right? But when they go to Club Merc, and he tells the goons that he's looking for Darren, right? Darren is the main bad guy of the comic, right? He tells the goons that Avery, aka Isom, says he's looking for Darren. The goon tells Avery, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey man, I'm doing my show right now, and you called me on in the zone. I can't talk right now.
God damn, man. Listen, man, I'm getting my asshole trimmed up. Do you go from the up down or from the down up?
Wait, what do you mean trimmed up your asshole? What does that mean? What does that collection of words mean?
Well, I got my legs up. I'm getting it trimmed. I don't know if she should go from down up or from up to down. And also, have you ever had your gooch motorboated? Because I want her to kind of leave me a hickey there. I want to know what it feels like. I don't know if it's going to be cuppy or not.
What?
Okay. Yeah. First off, I based on context, I feel like I know what the gooch is.
Do you get a thumb in your ass?
No, oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, man.
Like right there between your asshole and your balls.
From a man's perspective, am I plugging myself?
What?
Listen, hey man, I'm not here to kink shame anybody, so whatever gets you to where you're trying to get to, more power to you. But also, I would imagine you would go from balls to asshole as opposed to asshole to balls.
What are you telling them?
It could get a little rough down there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to PetSmart and get a collar for it. I'll call you back.
Oh God!
What? What? No. What?
So when Avery gets to Club Merc,
like that,
and he said, "Yep, I'm just ignoring it, and I'm just gonna go right past it. I'm going past my friend who called me asking about getting hickeys on his asshole. I'm gonna go past." When Avery gets to Club Merc, and he tells the goons that he's looking for Darren, the goon tells Avery he would have let us know if he was expecting someone. Shoot him an email. And it was an old nigga that told him that. Black people do not say shoot him an email. But look, I get it. Eric July is so pro 2A, he even shoots his email. All right?
Yeah.
Monty, hey, Monty, I'm out to send you something real fast. You want me to shoot you an email?
No, just shoot me a text instead.
Yo, okay, all right. I'm a shoot you something on AOL Messenger, okay? When Darren, the bad guy, sees Avery at Club Merc for the first time, he says, "Ha! I see some ugly-looking brother on the security camera, and look who it is."
Yes.
Like that's all I'm saying. My only issue with the book is that there were clearly no black people in the room when they were writing this, and I was just like, the next time you write a black comic, y'all should have some black people in the room. Right? This one line of dialogue: "If you expect me to lie to Mrs. Newman, you're on one." What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
listen.
Look at this crusty ass nigga fresh on the farm in my pocket.
Listen. I'm gonna read it again, and I want all the black people watching the show. Okay, just all the black people watching the show. Okay, I want to read it to you again.
Yeah.
If you expect me to lie to Mrs. Newman, you're on one. Is that the appropriate way to use that phrase in a sentence? Black people. Token black man, live action animation, E Green, any other blacks in the audience. Monty, please. Zoe, if you expect me to lie to Mrs. Newman, you're on one. Is that like I'm just that's my only I just wish they had like a black person in the room when they wrote this. This one, I love this one. When Avery is about to fight the Jolly Black Giant, as Monty calls him, the Jolly Black Giant says to him, "Is amnesia a side effect of your power? I ain't got nothing to do but drag you out again." And Avery,
Lord knows I do.
The Jolly Black Giant says, "Is amnesia a side effect of your power? I ain't got nothing to do but drag you out, sucker." and then Avery responds by saying, "Then catch the street." What? What does catch the street mean? Right? Like, and I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? This is how I know there was no black people in the room when this comic got wrote, okay? Because they either meant catch me outside, how about that? Or let's take it to the street. But they don't got no black friends, so they end up mixing up two phrases that don't go together, right? You know, nigga was like, you know what? I bet you this tomato juice will go great with this ice cream. These things don't go together at all.
No, not at all.
And my personal favorite one in the book is, "I'm no one's hero. I came to your shot caller with respect and was met with disrespect, and that cannot be tolerated." Now, man, I'm gonna read it again. "I'm no one's hero. I came to your shot caller with respect and was met with disrespect, and that cannot be tolerated." And all I can think to myself, and I know Monty and every other black person that heard that is thinking the same thing. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20 and blaze, all the impulse. Listen, man.
Dipping in the bins with this,
Listen, man, the only complaint I have about this fantastically woke, diverse book, there's this inclusive woke book that speaks diligently on social commentary that affects African Americans. My only complaint is that if you're going to write a book about niggas, have some niggas in the room when you write the book, okay? That's my only complaint. That's just next time you write a book, Eric July, have some black people in the room. So that way it sounds good. But I'm giving it a B+.
Okay. All right. I don't like it.
Let me wait. And look, I Zoe, click in the Eric July folder. There's a video called "Black People in Isom," and I'd like for you to play that video.
Play that video, and then I got something to say.
That was up on the RippaVerse campaign, so you can actually see this, and it's not too much of a spoiler to start. So it's interesting that it doesn't actually start with Isom proper. There is no origin story. We don't really get that background in this, and I assume there's going to be a flashback in issue 2 or 3 or whatnot that really goes back into his past. But when we do get to Isom, we see that he's in a different situation. We see he's a fighter. We see he's a very successful guy that owns land. Now, this is very interesting just from a cultural perspective. They always talk about like the influences on representation matters and all that, and the way that they treat black characters in Marvel and DC is almost in a way that is, I would say, it's not pandering. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's looking down upon them. It's this like New York like white person. Oh, you're the minority. They hold their nose up. When they're looking at the black characters, and they always make black characters street thugs or former drug addicts and things like that. No. Where Eric July differs here, he actually just makes a black person like he's a normal businessman. And so this guy, and this is very subversive to like the SJW agenda, by the way. And I know it's not, by the way, this is not political in the book whatsoever. I'm just talking about the image representation and what it means here, because again, I'm a professional writer. I think about stuff like this. But the black guy owns property. He owns land. He owns his own business. He is just a successful person in society based on his hard work. That is something that is very, very subversive to the narrative, my friends, which I appreciate, honestly. It's really nice reading this character because of that. Easy to relate to as somebody who wants to be successful and own a bunch of land and businesses myself, which I appreciate. So he starts and he's talking to...
Yeah, there it is, man. It subverts the narrative because Isom owns land. And you know, us blacks don't own land, man. Because if you've ever read a Marvel comic, then you know blacks don't own land. Except for Prince T'Challa, who is the richest person in the Marvel universe because of all the vibranium in Wakanda. But other than him, no other black people own land in comic books.
Yeah.
And that is subversive. I just want to say there's at least 2 black business owners that are watching our channel right the fuck now. That are in our comment section right the fuck. There's 2 black people that own land and businesses that are in my chat, that are in this chat right now. Right? That shit only seems subversive to you because you don't know enough black people. You know what I'm saying? And apparently neither did the people who wrote this book because they couldn't get none of the black dialogue right.
Yeah.
You know, the part where the police said stop or I'll shoot, they got that part right.
Yeah, that was spot on. How he ended up there, I don't fucking know.
I found that and I thought you would definitely. Now look, listen. Before we go on, we have to. We got to see the trailer for Isom 2.
Oh, there's a trailer for Isom 2?
There's a trailer for Isom 2. So now we've reviewed the first book. Let's see the trailer for Isom 2. So it's always gonna play it. Here we go. Are you ready, Monty? You gonna shit yourself, Monty. It's so good. It's so fucking good, bro. It's so fucking good. Petty Patty says, please no, please yes.
Oh, animation.
Time is a fascinating thing. We often like to think of it as something that just is. But too many people let the past determine who they are. When true greatness is determined by how one deals with the present. So if I'm helping you, I have one condition. Yeah. No more quitting. Time is a gift, Isom. What are you gonna do with yours?
Ooh, bars, nigga. Bars, nigga. Time is a gift. What are you gonna do with yours? The gift of time, Monty.
And that right there,
what are you gonna do?
Was what I'd been sitting on. The first official production of RippaVerse Studios is the Isom 2.
Listen, you can stop it right there. Listen, Isom number 2, even more woke, even more diverse, even more inclusive. I can't wait. Time is a gift, Monty. What are you gonna do with yours? What do you do with riveting, soul-catching dialogue like that, Monty? You're just mad that you couldn't think of that first.
I am so mad. I am. You know what? I'm gonna go into this shit right now because after all this, I still go back to this book made no goddamn sense.
Yeah, you Monty, you didn't like how the book started off at 2 weeks ago?
No, didn't like that. You
didn't like how the very first issue in the very first comic in this universe that he is creating opened with 2 weeks ago, as opposed to starting at the beginning where stories normally start. This one instead started with 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and also, anybody can see this guy's trying to, you know, he's not trying to shove Jesus down your throat. He's sneaking it in. All of a sudden, there's going to be a Jesus dick in your mouth when you keep reading this book. Because you didn't notice the crosses everywhere, like especially on his fucking costume.
Yeah. That Ben Pye from Drunken Peasants called this. He said, "I'm pretty sure this dude gets his powers from Jesus, right?"
Yeah.
And the very last panel with the band the band Norfolka.
Yeah.
Right? Am I saying it right? Norfolka? Norfreakins?
It all just hurts.
Yeah. It was like
the animation was cool, not executed.
Yeah.
Look,
and look,
he's
also
got money to hire the talent. Like, I think, look, I gotta look up that artist's work. Artist is probably a better storyteller than what he did in Isom, but that storytelling was trash in Isom.
Well, look, listen, like we have I wanted to do a season of unseasoned.
Wait, before you do that.
This is related to Isom, but go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was gonna talk about Isom, but go. I'll save it.
Oh well, no, you can talk about Isom because then we like Zoe. Just get ready to play the Isom shit show. It says Isom shit show grade.
Okay.
Right,
okay,
and this is like it's a season of unseasoned for Isom.
Oh well, you know what? I'm gonna save my answer for the season of unseasoned. Let's go.
Okay, all right. Well, Zoe, play Isom shit show grade. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's see if Isom #1 was season or unseasoned. It's like they just put like just a little salt on it, like just a little. They didn't want it to be too salted, heavily salted, so they just took like a little bit of salt and just sprinkled it on there.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. But I'm gonna leave Eric July with this little bit of advice for his comic, because his fucking fans like to defend this shit by saying, well, this is a #1. This is issue 1. What do you expect from an issue 1? He did the best he could. No, the fuck he didn't, because I did in 22 pages what he couldn't do in 90 something. And Welcome to Border City is 145 pages. Is gonna cost $25, not $35. And no, it's all excuses for bullshit. You're paying for bullshit, and he's getting away with bullshit because all of y'all that spent money on this trash is letting him. And do you want to know what you can do in the #1? Zoe, pull up my images. I'm going to tell you all the shit by indie creators that on issue 1 made people want to read more till it became the success it is right now. So here we go. We're going to rapid fire these. First, we got a book called Bitch Planet. This book came out. Hot seller, still is right now. What's next? Come on. Oh, wait. I thought it was up. Here we go. Well, we start with Bitch Planet.
Yeah, I want to see the cover for Bitch Planet.
There's the cover for Bitch Planet.
I like it. It resonates with my spirit. I like it.
Are you woman enough to survive? Check this book out. This is amazing. Issue 1 will have you hooked. You'll read the rest. Eric July learned something. Next, though. Shoe, incredible from the beginning. Go. I'm not gonna go into too much detail on it. Deadly Class. This is like Harry Potter for assassins. Next, Happy. So good after issue 1. A TV show was made about it. Next, Invincible.
Hey, Hey, turn up on Invincible.
Jupiter's Legacy. Next. Look at this. Kick-Ass.
Yes.
Next. Need I say more? Next. Morning Glories. Next. Rat Queens. Next. Look at this. All this shit. Saga. Eric July. Saga. Next. Savage fucking Dragon. This is, we'll see a bunch of these in this list. This is from the founders of Image Comics, who came out of Marvel and DC, who did what you think you were doing. You sloppy-lined, scraggly beard son of a bitch. Savage Dragon. Next. Sex Criminals. Next. The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
The Walking fucking Dead.
Yeah.
Eric July.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Isom is not any of these so far. Isom is not close to any of these so far. Next, though. Thief of Thieves. Again, in fucking credible. Next. Is that it? Did we reach the end of our list? There we go. That's the end of our list. Honorable mentions, which shouldn't be honorable mentions, are Spawn. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Zoe, put them in a different place. There we go. Hang on.
Yeah, listen. All jokes aside, guys.
Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk. Jim, look. This book. I want to highlight this for a bit when it gets on screen.
Okay, it's coming.
Here it goes. All right, Shadowhawk, Eric July. The closest thing in this entire list of shit to Isom is Shadowhawk. This was trash at Image Comics. It was hot garbage. But the difference is, I read issue 1, didn't like it, but was curious enough to pick up issue 2 to see if it would get better. Because it established, a creator-owned book established that, this nigga likes to break spines. But he only breaks bad people's spines.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like me. Kind of like me, yeah.
The art was bad. The story was kind of bad. So you got that up on him. Your art is good. But at the end of Shadowhawk 1, I bought Shadowhawk 2. Still didn't like Shadowhawk. So there you go. Next, Zoe, what else? But Spawn, another one from Marvel, went to Image, created Image to do what he wanted to do to change the game because Marvel was fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with y'all that Marvel is fucking up some stuff. Marvel Comics gets stuff wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing it wrong, nigga. You're doing it wrong. Next, Wildcats, so fucking good. He left Marvel, broke away, did Wildcats. Everybody cried about it. Now this dude's a fucking publisher at DC. Jim Lee, Wildcats. Come on, Eric July. You're doing it fucking wrong. You were doing it wrong. We have one more, right? Yeah. Youngblood.
Youngblood. Yo, I forgot about Youngblood. Yeah.
First thing I want to say, and this is a direct critique to Isom number 1. The fucking cover. This bitch is iconic.
Mm-hmm.
This book suffers from the same problem as Isom with storytelling. Rob Liefeld can't tell a story to save his life visually. He can't.
Petty Patty says you're a hater, Monty. Hater.
Petty Patty's a troll, Hannibal. Troll.
Then why do I agree with Petty Patty all the time? Then, if Petty Patty's a troll, then why do I always agree with what she got to say? Huh? Riddle me that, Monty. Huh?
But this book, I believe, is still ongoing. Take this shit off screen. I'm done with Eric fucking July. And I'm done with Isom. And the trailer for Isom 2 was animated clips from Isom 1, you dumb fuck.
You know what? Before we end the show, I gotta say, listen, I know I did the whole bit about how it's just this woke, inclusive, diverse comic. This is not a good book, y'all. This is not a good book. at all. Like it's
and
like
I want to say this. You continue. If anybody wants to challenge these opinions, come at us because we have read it.
Yeah, I've read it 3 times for sure, and it is.
I read it. I could have been finishing playing Binding of Isaac while I was reading this fucking book, but I had to read this fucking book, so I'm extra pissed.
Yeah,
if it was
like
good, I wouldn't be pissed.
In the Isom trailer, when he was like, we're gonna find out certain information like this, that. All that information that he said you would find out in the book, you don't find out in the book, and you find out more information about Isom in the trailer for Isom than you find out in the 95-page book for Isom.
Yep.
He tells you more about the backstory of Isom. We find out in the trailer video that Isom used to be a superhero. Something went awry, and he decided to take off his costume, right? We find that all out from Eric July in the trailer that he made for Isom, but not in the actual book where we are reading Isom. Yeah. It's wild. It is not good. It is not a good book.
No, it's not good.
Yeah. There's a line of dialogue in here where Isom walks into a club and starts assaulting people for no good reason, and he says, "My beef is not with you. Take me to your master."
Yeah.
Right? Like, people do not talk like this, man. Could you imagine a Karen walking into Target, not being able to get the sales price at the self-checkout register, and telling the employee, "Take me to your master"?
Yeah. Yeah, and Rob also can't draw feet, Doc.
Yeah, but could you imagine anybody saying that to you, Monty, at any job you've ever worked in life? Yeah. Could you imagine somebody saying?
My response would immediately be, "Well, yes."
I got like pages of information about how bad this book is. There's a story that takes place in the book, and it was like when Isom meets the Edna Webb in the RippaVerse. There's a black guy that make costume. His Lucius Fox, right? The guy says, "You'll have to." He says, "Wait, I believe I remember you. Isom, wasn't it?" And then Isom responds, "Just call me Avery." And really, you have a good memory. You have a memory on you. And then in the bottom right corner, it says, it's got like an editor's note that says, "A story for another day." No, nigga, this is the story. This is the story right now. We're reading the story. How is this a story for another day? This is the first issue of Isom, and we don't know this nigga's origin story or power set. What we do know is that this information is a story for another day.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, it's a story for now. Nothing else interesting happened. Maybe that is. Tell me that story right now.
Like they're trying to save this girl that's a family friend. We don't know nothing about this chick.
That's like me going Hannibal. Let me tell you the story. So I went to Walgreens the other day, and I'm walking through. There was a lady that she had a baby with her, and they were just looking at candy and stuff. I was like, "Oh, look at that cute baby!" And I walked past her, and then I saw the pharmacy. I'm trying to get to the pharmacy, and I walked by the greeting cards. There was a "Hey Mom" card there, and I looked back, and a dude with a gun came in, like just out in the open. And I'll tell you about that later. But I kept walking through, and I went to I walked by the candy aisle, and I see some Three Musketeers. I like Three Musketeers. It's really good. That's what he did.
This shit is so wild. Like, not only do they not answer the questions that you went into the comic with, but then they give you a whole bunch of other questions that they also never answered. It was basically like watching what was the Ridley Scott prequel movie to Aliens? Prometheus, yes. Yeah. It was like watching Prometheus. It was like, oh yeah, all those unexplained questions that y'all have from Alien, we're going to answer all those questions in Prometheus. Not only did you not answer those questions, but then you gave me a bunch of other questions that I now need answers to. It was like that. Yeah. That's what Isom #1 is. It's 95 pages of nothing. It's 95 pages of nothing.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah,
and he's made at least $1 million on people pre-selling this book because they like his politics, because he doesn't understand why the Little Mermaid is black and why Brie Larson still gets to play Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Like that's him. That's who he is. He's the black guy that goes on TV and parrots the talking point of the Fox News comment section. That's who he is. And that's where he's making his money at. You know, and
we won't ever get to discuss this with him because we're fast. So
shit, not me. Shit, I'm lean as a. Listen, like I can put on that Isom costume, okay? You know what I'm saying? I can do it. I can rock that shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to let out the draws area because you know my meat. I guess black conservatives don't really got to worry about that, huh? I guess that's not a thing they got to deal with.
Libertarians.
Oh, okay, I got you. You know what though? But look, Monty, have you ever met a woman? I know you date a lot of whites, and I'm like, have you ever heard a woman say, "Man, the best dick I ever had in my life came from this libertarian dude"? No girl is out here talking about how good the sex is from libertarians, right? Hey, you know what? I'm sure just by law of averages, there's got to be some libertarians out here that's slinging some good wood, but I know who ain't doing it. Motherfucking Eric July.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Ladies in the chat, let us know if the best dick you ever got was from a libertarian. Let us know. Let us know. Listen, y'all might educate me. I don't know. Y'all might tell me something I didn't know. And be like, I met this guy who was like, he didn't like Biden or Trump, and he fucked the shit out of me. And I'm like, okay, tell me more about it.
Yeah. Fuck big government. Pay attention to this big dick. That's what
Taxation is theft. I'm gonna fuck up your cervix tonight. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
Libertarian is the best dick in the password.
Listen. Listen, Vapion. That's gonna end up being a password from you somewhere. Like libertarian dick is the best dick, and the last four of my social. That is nobody's guessing that password. Token black man says a libertarian Lothario. That would be a great character for. Now that's what Isom needs. Is a libertarian Lothario. That's what he needs.
Yeah. Let me and Hannibal write issue 2 for you.
Listen. It can't get worse. All right.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to lose.
Right. Look, Hell's Only says libertarians would be more about self-pleasure than giving pleasure to others. Right. Listen, bitch. If you want some pleasure, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Pleasure yourself. I'm done.
Listen, I got mine. You should have got yours, okay? This man pre-jerking off before he get in the pussy and then come real fast and be like, hey, listen. You could have been playing with yourself while I put my dick in, all right? That's on you, all right? Apparently, you didn't want it bad enough.
Yeah, I came here with a purpose. I wanted it. I got it. I'm going to go watch this show.
All my kids go to charter schools. All right, okay.
Lived for her pleasure.
That's what you put on the condom right there. Lived for her pleasure. That's it. Amazing. See, now I actually want to know. Now I want to talk. I want to ask 1,000 women. I'm like, hey, the best sex you ever had, was he a libertarian? I know he can't be a libertarian because libertarians don't got dreadlocks, and everybody know the best dick is niggas that got dreadlocks.
Right here, there you go.
Listen, I've been trying to grow my hair out. The shit won't grow longer than this, so it is what it is. Petty Patty says maybe that's why I can't say I ever been with a libertarian. They too busy being all about themselves. Racing Girl says my top was a conservative Republican, if that counts. But I swear he wasn't like that at the time. Wait, look, if he wasn't like that at the time, it don't count. It don't count. You got fucked good by an independent, okay? maybe a member of Green Party, definitely not a libertarian. Talk about throwing your vote away, huh? Voting Green Party. They didn't even put the Green Party candidate on the ballot here in Georgia. Our options for president was Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and nobody. That was just it. That was it. They didn't even give us a write-in option. It was like, you want Biden or Trump or nobody. I thought long and hard about that nobody on that one too.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah. I always say Joe Biden got my vote. He ain't earned it, but he got it.
Yeah, he got it. Yep,
he definitely didn't earn it.
Yep.
That motherfucker was like, hey, y'all put me in office and I'm gonna get rid of all student debt loans. And everybody was like, all right, cool. And then they voted for him. And he was like, we'll get around to that eventually. Then when his poll numbers got real bad, then he went ahead and canceled debt, student loan debt, just for the Supreme Court to be like, nah, that's not happening. That shit was illegal what you did. That shit was illegal that you did that to colleges. Like, what? Shut up. Have you never bought books at college? First off, buying books at college is like, I feel bad for you, Monty, that Zoe, our lovely producer Zoe, is going to be starting college soon. And Monty, you got to buy books. Yeah. Books is... That shit is wild. Textbooks are so wild. Me and my girl was hanging out with one of her friends that's a grad student. And she was telling us that this textbook she had to read for her class was $230. And the textbook for the class is written by the nigga that's teaching the class.
He could have just told you. No.
And wait. And Monty, here's the twist. You're not ready for it. The professor is Eric July. Okay, that's why the book costs so much. $235, but you get all the Isom variant covers, Monty, and that's what's important.
Yeah, no, but they're overpriced, and you pay more when you can just buy listen. All right, real quick. I'm gonna say this to all the Eric July fans on Twitter that like to talk shit, and to Eric July himself, I want to say, fuck you, and you know what?
Uh-oh.
Do you know what?
This was a shit show.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Sweet Halloween in Collard Green.